Alexa, set Office 100%.
Education Association President Scott Damaro.
May is National Mental Health Awareness Month, and it's so important that we meet everyone's social, emotional, and psychological needs in order to learn and thrive together. You can learn more about how educators are helping each other and their students take care of their mental health on the latest episode of OEA's Education Matters podcast, available on all your favorite podcast platforms now.
Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association. Studies show that people with good oral health are more likely to have good overall health. That's why it's so important to maintain a healthy diet, to brush your teeth at least twice a day for 2 minutes, to floss once a day, and remember to see your dentist regularly. Ohio Dental Association dentists are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care. Ask if your dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association, so you know you are being treated by the best. To find an ODA dentist near you, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands is the perfect place to relax after a long day. Happy hour from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Get $2 off appetizers, $3 off domestic drafts, and house wine specials. Quaker Steak and Lube, voted Best Wings USA. Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands with another steal of a deal. Get a steak burger and fries all day Monday for only $8.99. It's also Military Mondays. The Lube will take 25% off for all veterans, active duty military, and first responders. Quaker Steak and Lube, voted Best Wings USA.
Hello everyone, from the Watchdog, I'm the Storm Tracker Darnell Foster with a look at your local weather forecast for your Tuesday. Clouds and sunshine mixing through the afternoon, the daytime high near 59. Partly to mostly cloudy through the overnight with a low of about 37 degrees. Clouds and sunshine mixing again for your Wednesday with highs in the upper 50s. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm Darnell Foster.
The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station or its sponsors.
All right, listen up, you guys.
Morning.
Morning.
It's Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday.
I am loving the sound of your voice.
Good morning, sunshine.
Crank up the radio.
You all ready for the big show?
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
And action.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, guys. You ready to let the dogs out?
All right, let's do this.
Yes, we are ready to let the dogs out.
Well, what are we waiting for?
It's showtime.
News, information, conversation, controversy, and fun. This is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
It's 45 degrees at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. Cloudy up there. 45 here at my home studios in Elm Grove. 45 at the Robinson Auto Group Studios downtown Wheeling in the heart of the Ohio Valley. Little mixture of sun and clouds during the day today. Maybe a passing shower, at least in the morning. Going to stay in the 40s during the morning, into the mid-50s by the rest of the day. That's what you have to look forward to today weather-wise. 7-11 on the Watchdog Morning Show for a Tuesday. Got a busy one, some fun stuff, some serious stuff. We'll kind of mix it all up this morning. Good morning, Brother Biff.
Good morning, Howard.
Got my tea again today. I'm kind of coming out of this chest cold I had for a past week, but still doing some tea and honey. How about you?
I have coffee and a little cup of water.
I actually, instead of my usual Dr. Pepper or more recently Cherry Coke, I actually have a bottle of water too. Some Ice Mountain 100% natural spring water right here. I don't know why I decided I wanted water today, but I thought I would. So it's tea and honey and water for me. It's coffee and water for you. And hope you all are having whatever it is that you like to have this morning. Maybe it's a Bloody Mary or mimosa, because I certainly would enjoy one of those myself. Biffy, today is, we kind of talked about this a little bit yesterday with Zach. Today is National Eat What You Want Day. That means you can have any food in the world that you want. We talked yesterday a little bit about if you could only have one food, for the rest of your life, what would you have? And Zach and I talked about seafood and so on. How about you, Biffy? If you could have any, this is not for the rest of your life, but just today is National Eat What You Want Day. If you could have that one food you really crave and want to eat the most today, what would it be?
Steak, baked potato, and corn.
Oh, man, does that sound tremendous. Oh, geez. For me, a little butter and sour cream on that baked potato, yeah. Oh, I like that. Medium rare steak, that sounds pretty good. Once again, because I like to do them, I have a survey. Survey says, what do you think the number one thing that Americans say they would like to eat today on National Eat What You Want Day is? And it's not steak.
I'm going to say lobster.
No. This list surprises me because it's all really pedestrian kind of stuff.
Meatloaf.
No.
Roast beef.
No. Think what we frequently have in the evening if you just want to order something out and have people bring something in. What is that often the case here in the Upper Ohio Valley?
Chinese food.
Yeah, again, you're close. No. Pizza.
Oh,
Pizza.
Okay, yeah, I could. Yeah.
Now, I love pizza, and I can eat a lot of pizza, and on my list of things that if it was Eat What You Want Day, pizza could be one of them. I'm surprised that's the number one answer, and I'm surprised, Biffy. I'm going to run this list down and tell you what people are saying, but none of those things, to me, if it's Eat What You Want Day, I want something, I'm thinking like, if you're a condemned man on death row and you want your last meal, right? You want something special, something. So I'm with you. I would say, steak and baked potato or lobster or if you want comfort food, you're right, meatloaf. I mean, you hit some really good ones there. Everything here is really pedestrian. Let me go down to number 10. This is just ridiculous. National Eat What You Want Day. If you could eat anything in the world that you wanted today, what would it be? The number 10 answer was potato chips. You got to be kidding me.
See, I think potato chips, pick whatever night of the week your favorite shows are on, and you sit in the chair or on the couch, and you get some potato chips and dip and enjoy it while you're watching your shows. I think of that as more of a snack food evening watching TV show kind of thing.
And it just, again, when I think of National Eat What You Want Day, I think of something special. The chips, love chips, don't get me wrong. Lay's chips, can't eat but one, But I don't think of that as something, oh boy, if I could have anything I wanted today, I want potato chips. Number 9, I can see where people would go for it. Number 9 is cake. Cake.
Yeah, cause, how often do you have cake unless, it's someone's birthday or just for whatever reason you decided that you were going to bake something and cake came to mind.
Yeah, cake. I could put that as that's if it's Eat What You Want Day. I don't always have a lot of cake, so cake would be in there. Number 8, donuts. Again, not that big a deal, although I don't have donuts often enough. I wish I had donuts more often. Some people have donuts every day, and I wish we had more donuts around the house. We just don't do that very often. Donuts, I think, it's okay.
If someone wants to bring some here, I wouldn't mind.
If you'd like to bring some donuts to Brother Biff, just feel free to drop them off at the Watchdog Studios, and he'd be happy to. And bring one for me, and he'll just eat it for me. Yeah, donuts would be good this morning. Glazed? What do you think? Glazed, Biff?
Glazed or chocolate?
Chocolate covered, yeah. Chocolate covered, cream filled. How about that?
Now we're talking.
Number 7 on the list of things that people would like to have on National Eat What You Want Day is French fries. French fries.
Yeah, I mean, every so often I think of French fries. You know, if you have hamburgers, you have French fries with hamburgers.
Right?
Yeah, I could kind of see French fries being in there.
Yeah, again, none of these. What amazes me is these are not special foods. I mean, if you eat out for lunch, you'll probably frequently have a burger and fries, right? So, I mean, number 6 is chocolate. Number 5, tacos or burritos. Although I wouldn't mind a taco today. That sounds pretty good.
Has to be a soft shell, though.
Yeah, soft shell? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you like the everything taco or burrito, don't you? Like the one that, what do you call them? Taco Supremo or something like that?
Well, when we eat at the Mexican places, enchiladas.
Enchilada Supremo or something.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
and enchiladas supremos, yes.
There you go. Number 4, ice cream. Had some ice cream last night. I made my own Bridgeport brownie. It used to be a staple of Ye Old Alpha, now the West Sports Bar, of course. The Bridgeport brownie was a great big brownie with ice cream, chocolate syrup, all whipped cream. Oh, loved that thing. Now, it was giant enough that you could it was literally a dessert for 4. I don't know what it was. I guess I do know what it was last night. My wife had made brownies this weekend. So, as we were watching Blue Bloods, I think, or something last night, I decided, you know what? I'm going to make myself my own Bridgeport brownie. Got a couple of brownies out, put a big scoop of ice cream on top of it, chocolate syrup over top of that, some whipped cream on top of that. That was pretty good. I made it myself. And I made it myself. Because I told my wife, I said, I think we could probably make a Bridgeport brownie around here today. And she said, yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? And I thought, you know what? I take that as a challenge. So I went and I did it. I made myself a Bridgeport brownie. Number 3, burgers. Number 2, pasta. Now, at least now we're getting into real food. This is what you would like to have on this National Eat What You Want Day. Pasta, at least, is real food. I mean, as opposed to, ice cream, cake, that's just filler food. I don't know what I want to call it, but, pasta at least is real food. So, nice bowl of pasta, good sauce, Alfredo sauce, marinara sauce, little meat sauce. Maybe some pasta with a meatball on top, huh, Biff?
Oh, that does sound good. We had, I think it was last night, we had spaghetti and salad, but the sauce had Italian sausage in the sauce.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
So it was good.
Yep. And then I mentioned number 1. The number 1 thing that people would have today on National Eat What You Want Day, if you could have anything to eat that you want today, number 1 is pizza. The list is, to me, really strange. It's not what I would have guessed. When I saw the story, I expected a whole different kind of list. I expected the kind of stuff you talked about, Biff. Steak, baked potato, lobster, comfort food, maybe like meatloaf. Maybe even a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something,
Nothing wrong with a PB&J.
I love a PB&J. Teddy loves a PB&J, and I'm glad he loves a PB&J because I think I've said this before. I tried to say, Teddy, would you like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? No, Granddad. Yes, Teddy, you would like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Because I know that if Grandma's going to make him a sandwich, then it's not that difficult for me to go, honey, since you're already making one for him, could you make one for me too? That's very different than me saying, honey, could you make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? No. Okay. Takes care of that. 7:21 on the Watchdog Morning Show, 45 degrees and cloudy at the airport here at the home studios and downtown Wheeling at the Robinson Auto Group studios. Coming up in a minute or two, I want to talk about the Derby, Biff. It looks like there's a pretty big dust-up going on over the Kentucky Derby. Nothing like a little horse racing scandal to make things interesting, huh?
Yeah, why not? And I would not want to be the people at the Churchill if this gets overturned and you had the horse that finished second, if they actually declare him the winner. because you talk about how many people we threw away tickets, or oh boy, look out.
I mean, how do you even do that, right?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's one thing. It's happened before where shortly after the race, they go back and look at the photos and say, oh, wait, we have to readjust it. But, days after the race, you're right. You throw your ticket away.
Yeah, you throw it on the ground, throw it in the garbage can, or, I don't know how many people may have kept it just to say, hey, we bet on the Derby just to have it. But yeah, I mean, that's good luck figuring that out.
We'll talk about that in a minute or two. The Derby dust-up is coming up. What else is coming up today, by the way? Restaurants and retailers, we're very much aware of this, are desperate to hire help. What's the problem? A lot of people say it's the extended unemployment benefits that come from the federal government. Is that it, or is it something else? I invited John Deskins to come join us today. He's the director of WVU's Bureau of Business and Economic Research, and he's got some thoughts on that subject. It is a Tuesday. It means time for our national correspondent, Tom Squitieri, to drop by today. Among other matters, we'll talk about the Liz Cheney story. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy is now urging his colleagues to vote Cheney out of GOP leadership because she refuses to embrace Trump's big lie about the election fraud. Tom and I will kick that around and other national stories. West Virginia and the nation are gearing up to vaccinate 12 to 15-year-olds soon. And what parts of life will never go back to normal again after the pandemic? I've got to look at a new survey about what some people think, and I want to hear what you think. What are some things that are never, ever going to get back to the way they used to be? I got all that stuff coming up here on the Watchdog Morning Show. Your texts are always an important part of the program. 304-214-1600. 304-214-1600. Feel free to text in. We'll talk about the Derby dust-up. That's coming up next on the Watchdog Morning Show. It's 7:24.
What is...
Sorry to make you hear my snotty there, Biff, but it's got to be done. I'd rather do it now than on the air, It's exactly right. All right, I'm going to do 31, 32, and then I'll wrap it up with 8, which, if I understand correctly, is the horse doing his own press conference.
Control with secure access to your information anytime, anywhere, allowing you to spend more time with family, friends, or simply just enjoying the day. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
Washington County's largest gun show is back on Saturday and Sunday, June 19th and 20th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Washington County Fairgrounds. Admission is $7 and kids under 12 get in free with an adult. Everyone is welcome. They offer free appraisals and have great prices on all types of firearms, modern, military, and antique. They have over 450 tables with cash buyers on site for your used guns. Visit arhsportshop.com, or you could give them a call at 724-948-3571 for more information. That's 724-948-3571 for more information. It's the Washington County Gun Show, presented by ARH Sports Shop, June 19th and 20th.
Yorkville. The Watchdog is protecting your yard. Join Howard Monroe, Hoppy Kercheval, Bill DeFabio, and Big Rick for the best live and local talk in the Upper Ohio Valley and beyond. Yorkville trusts the Watchdog.
We're on air, online, on video, and on demand. Find us where you like us. This is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
If you are watching on Facebook Live video, thank you for watching our video feed. And as always, I ask you to like and share it. Like and share our video feed. Hit the like button and hit the share button. And share it with your timeline, your news feed. If you're part of a news group of some kind or some sort of a group on Facebook you think would enjoy watching the show, you can share it with them as well. But I appreciate it when you do like and share our Facebook. You can find this on our my Facebook Live page or on the Watchdogs Facebook Live page. And, of course, you can also watch us directly on our website, watchdognetwork.com. And the archived video is always up on our YouTube channel, which is the Watchdogs YouTube channel. So lots of ways to watch us live or in archive form. We're happy that you do, however you choose to do it. 7:28 in the morning and 45 cloudy degrees. So, Biffy, it is the greatest spectacle in racing, they say. And it's becoming more of a spectacle now, apparently. The Kentucky Derby winner was Medina Spirit this year. And if you watch the race, and there was just excitement in the winner's circle and all the usual pomp and circumstance. And then a couple of days later come the reports that Medina Spirit tested positive for illegal drugs. Trainer Bob Baffert says he doesn't know anything about it. Certainly, to the best of his knowledge, the horse had not in any way been drugged or influenced in any way. In fact, in one interview this week, it's become an answer for everything. In one interview this week, Baffert says that his horse is a victim of cancel culture.
I know when Churchill Downs came out with that statement, that was pretty harsh. And I think they had to just, with all the noise going out, we live in a different world now. This America is different. And it was like a cancel culture kind of a thing.
I'm scratching my head trying to see how this is cancel culture, Biff. Horse tests positive for drugs, and they say you might lose your standing. Isn't that sort of the way it goes? I mean, I don't think that's cancel culture.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way it is. The horse that wins the race, they go and they have a post-drug test to make sure everything was okay, and it came back that he tested positive for something. So, I mean, I don't get how that's cancel culture.
So Baffert says that, obviously he's denying any culpability, or his jockey or anybody that he is aware of. He's denying that anybody in his camp and his team purposely doped Medina Spirit. So if that's true, if they didn't do it, how come this failed drug test? How about this for a possibility? I'm not saying it. Bob Baffert is saying it. One of the workers in the barn had a cold, like I've got one right now, and took some cough syrup, like I've been taking right now. And then, after he took the cough syrup, the barn worker had to relieve himself. And so he peed on the hay. And the horse then ate the hay. And that's how the horse got drugs. I don't know. I don't know that I'm really buying that answer. And then you mix in the fact, Biffy, that five of Baffert's horses in the past year have tested positive for being doped. He was asked about that, in fact, at a press conference this week.
You've had 5 horses from the Baffert barn in the last year that failed a drug test. Now, what would explain that?
But they were all resolved. They were contamination, and we have to fight this. And for some reason, that is the problem right there. And people in the public don't understand. People in my world, they understand this is all BS. And unfortunately, it happened to Bob Baffert's not stupid. That's not a drug that I would use on a horse. We don't use that horse. We don't use that drug. The horse never had it in him. And we have the documentation. We're going to show everything.
He said the public doesn't understand. Well, let me say, speaking as a member of the public, after listening to what he just said, I don't understand what he just said.
You need the governor justice translator to translate what Baffert said.
Exactly. I mean, I heard, that's what I heard. I mean, I said that could be, but not a drug, nobody drugs, who's a... That's what I heard. I didn't really hear any explanation. You know, maybe what we need to do, maybe the best thing to do would be to ask the horse.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak for myself. I got a couple of things to say. First off, whoa, Nelly. Everyone asking, am I drugged up? Nay. Secondly, maybe they want to get the test results before the race. Not jacked up, not on the juice, crack is whack, meth is death. You think it's easy to be a racehorse? I literally have a guy riding my ass all day. I heard Soup and Sandwich was eating brownies before the race. He came in dead last. Did you ask him any questions? Now you got it straight from the horse's mouth. Give me back to my stall.
You know, I believe horses can talk, but you can remember I grew up on Mr. Ed. Oh, horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to the horse, of course, that is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Hello, Wilbur. I think horses can talk.
I think the horse gave a better explanation than Baffert.
I at least could follow the horse's explanation. Baffert was like,
could you tell he was trying to cover?
You think so?
Oh, oh my, yes.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, it was like the political two-step multiplied by 1,000. I mean, whew. Hey, listen, I'm not prejudging, but 5 horses in 1 year?
Right.
And your explanation is a barn worker took some cough syrup and peed on the hay that the horse ate? I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen. But did 5 of the barn workers all have to pee over the course of the past year after having cough syrup?
And how far down on the list is that excuse?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, did they sit in a meeting somewhere and go, all right, let's try this? No, that's not going to work. Well, how about this one? Nobody's going to believe that. I got it. We'll tell them a barn worker had a cough syrup. Yeah. And then he peed on the hay. Oh, yeah, peed on the hay. And then the horse ate it. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. All right. Well, the story is yet to play out. And as Biffy said earlier, Biff, what a mess Churchill Downs will have. the lawsuits or the or the what's the word I want to look for not to be politically correct. Well, mobsters is what I'm trying to say. Showing up and going, you suck, gotta give me my monies because I had the right ticket. I mean, it's gonna be a gigantic mess, Like I said, now it's happened before, but it happens right after the race, before everybody has thrown their tickets away and gone home and cried. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. But I am okay. Crack is whack. When do I race again, Bob? Do you gonna have the same barn worker there, Bob? He gave me good hay. I liked his hay. 7:38, 22 till the hour. Zach Petty and the Big 7 weather coming up next here on the Watchdog Morning Show. But first, Ohio Valley headlines.
The WTRF Channel 7 News Update is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clair.
If I can take another break if you need me to.
To 1. Mitch Keller was the loser. He is 2-4. He lasted just 3 1/3 innings, giving up 7 runs on 7 hits. Wow. The only run for the Pirates, a solo home run by catcher Jacob Stallings. JT Brubaker, 2-2, will get the start for the Pirates tonight in Game 2 of a 3-game series. Oh, by the way, the Pirates have lost 8 in a row to the Cincinnati Reds. And after 34 games, the Pirates are 14-20. Well, the Penguins, they know who they will play in round 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, those pesky New York Islanders. This will be the 6th playoff series between the two teams. The New York Islanders hold a 4-1 advantage. He's back. Believe it or not, Tim Tebow, back in the NFL, he will sign a 1-year deal with Jacksonville as a tight end. By the way, he has a connection with the Jacksonville coaching staff. In college, he played at Florida University under Jacksonville's new head coach, Urban Meyer. Be safe out there. Please be considerate of others. Check on the elderly. I'm Bill DeFabio on sports, and we are the Watchdog.
The Variety Show with Bill DeFabio is live on the Watchdog Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We talk to some of the region's best business owners while keeping you informed about area events and happenings. You won't believe who I have on next. Tune in and get with the program. Guests from preachers to pros and even some Super Bowl champions. Join me, Bill DeFabio, from noon to 2 for the Variety Show on the Watchdog.
For all of your IT needs, visit OmniPerforms.com. Omni Strategic Technologies, the only IT company that the Watchdog trusts.
Does your dog need groomed or walked? Are you looking for a pet sitter or dog boarding options? If so, call Dirty Paws, Wheeling's newest pet care service, providing the Ohio Valley with everyone's pet care needs. Check us out on Facebook at Dirty Paws WHG or call 304-639-7754.
Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 want to thank the owners and contractors of the Ohio Valley for using their locally trained workers to help build for the future. Local 83 helps design, fabricate, and build the gas infrastructure for the oil and gas industry here in the Ohio Valley. Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 is 300 members strong and growing. They also do residential, commercial, and industrial work on both sides of the river. For more information, call Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 at 304-233-4445.
The timeless sounds of polka live here. Join us 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays for the Polka Showcase with Rich Biella. Sunday mornings never sounded so good.
Miss a part of the show? Want to hear a segment again? Check out our podcast page at watchdognetwork.com. The Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues.
Yeah, it's kind of a okay morning this morning. A little bit cloudy outside. Going to have some clouds during the day. Might pick up a little bit. That's my quick overview of the forecast. Let's get more details from Zach Petty at the Big 7 WTRF TV. Good morning, Zach.
Hey, happy Tuesday, Howard. How are you today?
Good. Listen, I want to get your take on this. Today is National Eat What You Want Day. So, if you could eat anything you wanted today, what would it be? What would it? Your choice of Biff was. I'll give you. Biff said steak, a nice steak with baked potato and corn. That was Biff's Eat What You Want Day item. What would you have on National Eat What You Want Day?
Oh wow! It could be an endless thing, Howard. But if I were to go right now, I would go with a barbecue burger with pulled pork and fried onions on top, a side of beer-battered French fries, and then we'll throw in some mozzarella sticks and some buffalo wings.
Oh, that's a nice little lunch there. Yeah, I like that. On my list of this comes from a survey here. Burgers are the number 3 thing that people would like to have on their National Eat What You Want Day. French fries are number 7, so you pick a couple of the top ones. I like your burger, though. What'd you say? Burger with barbecue, pulled pork? What'd you say?
Pulled pork, yeah, like a barbecue burger with pulled pork and fried onions.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Biffy, what do you think?
I would have, instead of the onions, take the onions off and go pulled pork and coleslaw.
Oh, well, that's good, too. Yep, that would work as well.
Mm-hmm.
God, you guys are getting me hungry.
What's number 1?
Pizza.
Yeah, okay, I figured. Number 2?
Pasta.
Okay. I can see it. I can see it.
The people who took this survey didn't look at it the same way I did. To me, National Eat What You Want Day is like something really special, you know. Oh,
sure.
Man. A lot of these things on this list, cake, donuts, potato chips is number 10. Well, you can have potato chips anytime. That's not, you don't want that on National Eat What You Want Day.
Right.
You know,
what's your go-to?
Lobster.
Yep.
I like a nice lobster dinner. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if I could, I wouldn't mind it being a surf and turf.
Okay.
You know, nice lobster dinner with a nice lobster tail with maybe a small strip steak on the side or something. Yeah, I like
a little
that.
filet. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe a Caesar salad to kind of open things up with. Yeah, that would work for me. All
right. I see. I got you.
Yep. So I think we all at least have some pretty good ideas. I think this list is pretty stupid, to be honest with you.
I bet you it's more so like a list for people who are dieting, eat what you want off of the diet, where you and I are saying, if I could have it anytime, or if it's a luxury for, like, seafood would be up there on my list too. But I guess that would be my guessing first hearing that.
Okay. Yeah, I never thought about that. Eat what you want, meaning if you're on a diet, you have to like have rabbit food, but what if you could have one day where you could just have whatever you wanted?
Right.
It's a
That'd
good
be
way
my
of
guess.
looking at it too. That's a good way of looking at it too. Let's look at the weather. About 45 degrees outside right now and cloudy at the airport, I am told. I'm just going to get warmer, but not particularly warm today, right?
Yeah, a somewhat similar day compared to what we had yesterday in terms of temperatures this afternoon. I'm saying that mid to upper 50 range right now. And like you said, Howard, we got temperatures in the mid 40s out the door. So a decent idea to stay bundled up. Winds won't play much of a factor for a wind chill or kind of providing that cooling sensation, since the sunshine won't be really returning until the mid-afternoon hours. And we do actually have some stray sprinkles, if not some light rain showers, throughout the panhandle right now. They're actually looking to cross over into Ohio County, southern Brook, and eastern, if not northeastern Belmont County, let's say, as this upper level disturbance continues to roll through our area. So probably would not be a bad idea if you're getting yourself put together, getting ready to head out the door, if you're listening to us, to grab that pocket umbrella, because we're not going to be needing the golf umbrellas anytime soon, just enough that'll get you annoyed. I just want either a good rain, and I don't like the mist. The mist just bothers me. As Stephen would say, I get easily annoyed with most anything, which, I mean, now that I'm looking at it, I can understand why he says this, because just the misty conditions, it just annoys me. Just rain hard for like 10 minutes and get it over with, instead of this annoying mist for like a half hour to an hour. It just bothers me.
I'm with you. I'm with you. That misty weather is just, and it usually feels cold. The mist always feels cold too.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. See, you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, I got it. So I'm with you on that. Plus, as we talked before, I actually like a good rainstorm. I really do. Nice soaking downpour, whether it's a short one or a long one. I love it. Now, mind you, I love it if I'm not out in it.
I don't think anyone would love it if they're out in it.
I only love it when I'm sitting inside and can look out and say, "Oh, look at all that rain coming down." But I'm with you there. So, anyways, passing shower possible during the morning this morning, huh?
Yeah, within the next hour or so, I bet you it'll be out of our hair, and we should be bringing back some of that sunshine into the afternoon again. The afternoon tonight, or the afternoon today, will be similar to yesterday, clouds and sun. Mixture of that, temperatures in that mid to upper 50 range. But as we head into the overnight hours now, the National Weather Service must not have heard my call yet, but I'm expecting to see some patchy frost. They have yet to issue a frost advisory, but they did issue a freeze watch for eastern Preston and Tucker County, kind of well off into the eastern Panhandle and over into Garrett County, Maryland, and the eastern extent of Fayette. So temperatures up there will be well below the freezing mark. I expect us to be in that mid-30 range. So up on the hilltops, the higher elevation has the chance of seeing some patchy frost to develop as skies will clear out, winds will die down. The upper levels of the atmosphere will mix down and bring some cooler air to the surface. So I expect to see some frost. The fact that we don't have a weather headline regarding frost just yet, I'm a little concerned about, but they still have about 24 hours. They still have a couple hours to issue that, so I'll be continuing to monitor that. But just to play it safe, let's just say cover any sensitive vegetation or just pull those potted plants inside just in case we do see some frost in the valley.
Yeah, advisory or not, it's going to be cold.
Right, yeah, absolutely. So just keep that in mind. Probably have to turn the furnace back on for a day or two, because we'll see overnight lows in the mid-30s. Once again, Wednesday night into Thursday, so we'll probably have somewhat of the same conversation tomorrow regarding, hey, there's the chance for patchy frost. They might not have issued a advisory just yet, but it is possible to come within the next hour or so.
So, Zach, when do we get back to more springy or summer-like temperatures? I mean, these 50s have not been. I'm not pleased with this. I'm ready to get warmer.
Right. So long term, Howard, it looks like as we head into Sunday and Monday, we'll get back closer to seasonable temperatures, back in the 70s and low 70s, and that's actually where average is. Average highs for this time of year is 70 degrees on the dot. And as we head into the weekend, it looks like we'll get closer to that. Now, tomorrow will be much improved. We'll get back into the low 60s, mid 60s by Thursday with pretty prevalent sunshine both days. Chance for rain on Friday, temperatures in the mid-60s. So we're kind of gradually looking at a positive temperature trend as you look at that 7-day. We're going 3 degrees plus 4, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 3 by the time we head into Monday. Once you add all that up, we'll be close to 15, 20 degrees warmer from today compared to what we're going to see on Monday.
But we're going to see some rain on Monday too, right?
Yeah, it looks like some patchy showers possible, but again, we're on that limit of deterministic probabilities, as Dr. Dave would say, so we have to take those rain showers with a grain of salt. But the temperatures, I'm pretty positive that we'll see the low 70s by Sunday and Monday, getting closer to true springtime temperatures in May.
Biff, did you get that official weather term there, deterministic probabilities?
Yeah, we'll have to write that one down and save that for future use.
Exactly right. Exactly right. All right, Zach, I appreciate it, my friend. Good talking to you today, and we shall do it again tomorrow.
All right, sounds good, gentlemen. Have a good rest of your day.
All right, if you come across that pulled pork with the onions and stuff on it, maybe you could split it in half and bring one out to Elm Grove, you know?
I'll send it your way, Howard.
All right. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later, Zach. Appreciate it. Zach Petty from the Big 7 here on WTRF TV, here on the Watchdog, WKKX and WVOY. We are 7 before the hour. Do I have to do a break, Biffy?
No, we are good.
You are sure?
I am sure. I went back and checked and ran numbers and everything, and it said we are good.
You did the calculations.
Yes, I did.
Ran them through Betsy the computer, and everything's okay. All right, very good,
Yes,
very good.
Betsy spitted them out with no smoke coming out of the end of it, so it was good.
It's what we like to hear. It's what we like to hear. We've got basketball's kind of put away for the time being, Biffy. So it's a baseball week for us here and weekend on the Watchdog.
Yes, it is.
WVU baseball.
Yep, the Mountaineers and man, they're in search of a series win here, real bad. They haven't had much luck. I know last week I think Oklahoma had started off well on Friday with the win, and then they had a doubleheader, I believe, on Saturday and lost both games of the doubleheader. And excuse me, lost my voice there for a second and dropped a.
You're starting to. Yeah, I hope I'm not wearing off on you.
No. They dropped a doubleheader and lost the series to Oklahoma, and that seems to be the trend that's West Virginia baseball has had. They usually, when they play on the weekend, it seems like they usually win the game on Friday and then lose Saturday and Sunday. So, hopefully they can turn that around this weekend again.
Well, all the games will be here on the Watchdog. Just listen to us, the official voice of Mountaineer sports here in the Upper Ohio Valley. And I only heard the beginning of what Bill had to say. What did Pirates do last night? He said it was a long, long night. What was the story last night, Biffy?
They only lost 14-1.
14-1.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, and apparently the highlight of the game was the pregame during the national anthem, where one of the Reds players and the Pirates players had a national anthem standoff going on. They were the only ones standing out there. I don't know if the anthem had ended and they were still standing out there or what, but the umpire finally made them end it and said, "Yeah, fellas, go back to the dugout and get ready for the game."
What was that all about?
I have no idea. I just saw something about it that everybody, and it shows in the background, the guys are in the dugout and they're, talking to each other or whatever. And I guess both teams finally realized that, well, each of them still had a guy standing out there. And I don't think they wanted to be it was almost like, okay, well, who's going to be who's going to be the last one?
You go first.
Yeah, it was one of and they show him looking over, and the the guy from the Reds, he's got his hand over his heart, and the guy from the Pirates, he's got his, hat on his heart, and they're looking over at each other like, okay, well, you make the first move, and the other guys, well, no, you make the first move. So
I'm more patriotic than you are.
yeah, so apparently the umpires had to tell them, fellas, go in the dugout and get ready. So
back to your respective quarters. Quarters.
So that's pretty sad when that's the highlight of a Pirates game right there.
Yeah, I would say so. Well, 14-1. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see now why Bill DeFabio said it was a long, long night for the Pirates. When I do these commercials for FanDuel, I talk about the dream that some people have. I will bet you some of the Pirates have this dream as well. Tie game, bottom of the ninth, bases loaded. You have a chance to really turn the game around, right? Well, on FanDuel Sportsbook, you get more than one shot at swinging for the fences because our friends at FanDuel are letting you place your first bet risk-free. That's right. New users can get up to $1,000 back in site credit if your first bet does not win. As I always point out, if you win, you're happy, you got your winnings. But if you don't win on your first bet, you get up to, depending on how much you bet, up to $1,000. They'll put that back in your account in site credit, and you can use it again for another bet. There's a reason FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. The app is simple to use. Great odds on all different betting markets. Unique fun type bets like the same game parlays. Always on promotions to let you get more action out of every game every day. And of course, when you win, FanDuel gets your money to you lickety-split in as little as 24 hours. And getting your money, after all, is the ultimate goal of gaming. So, download the FanDuel Sportsbook app right now. If you haven't done so already, use my name, Monroe, M-O-N-R-O-E, in the promo code box to get in on all the action. I have to tell you, you must be 21 or older, physically present in West Virginia, first online real money wager only for the risk-free bet. Refundation is non-withdrawable site credit. It does expire in 7 days. Restrictions do apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Pardon me. Or call 1-800-GAMBLER if you have a gambling problem. If you have a gambling problem, don't download FanDuel. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. FanDuel Sportsbook, more ways to win. Our national correspondent Tom Squitieri and I will kick around some of the big political stories of the day, including what's going to happen to Liz Cheney, what's going to happen to the Republican Party. But right now, let's check in with ABC News. They cover the world at 8 o'clock.
The Watchdog is FM 98.1, AM 1600 WKKX Wheeling, FM 97.7, AM 1370 WVLY Moundsville.
The ABC News is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
I'm Sherry Preston.
All right, Tom at 8:10. Let me know when he's on. Thank you.